start recording.
Alright, okay, 1, 2, 3, clap. There we go. Alright, cool. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the first episode of Bourne Bred. I'm Noah, this is
Jesse.
James.
Jody.
And now we're in Mr. Scruff's in Collingwood. They do really good burgers here and stuff like that. And yeah, what are we talking about today, bro?
So the first thing we're going to talk about is that trash of a mix DJ Khaled album. Like it's absolute trash. But I want to hear your guys' opinion, so like I'm gonna reserve for a minute and just like let you guys talk about it, because yeah.
Also, we're going to be talking about like the XXL Freshman cover, and, like who you guys rate, who you guys don't, who's trash,
who should have been on it.
Yeah, like what is the new school? You know, are these guys the new school? All that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So cool.
First of all, so best and worst tracks, or best and worst track on the whole album. For me, it was Wild. The best was Wild Thoughts. The worst for me, I'm sorry, James, probably It's Secured.
Yeah, it was probably Secure. Secure was probably the worst track on the. Okay, best track for me was Going with Chance. Just because, like, I know it was kind of sappy.
Wait, that was your favorite?
That was my favorite. Okay, I know it's kind of sappy for him to like homage, like we're like, oh, kids and like Assad, but like at the same time, you got to think of it in the fact that like DJ Khaled's proud to be a father, and like Chance is also very proud and allowed to be a father, and so it's kind of sweet in a sense. So with that whole concept behind it, I do enjoy the track. That being said, without that, the track kind of sucks. But I mean, you don't take music without the context.
Without the message and stuff, which that's like a cool message, but I felt like the instrumental was a bit just generic. I think Chance actually produced it. I don't think that was actually DJ Khaled. Yeah. Chance produced the track, so I was kind of like,
that made sense for the sound.
It reminded me of something that like
like a Donny Trumpet thing.
Yeah, like a Donny Trumpet type.
Yeah. I think that's why I like it though, because I like that whole Donny Trumpet sound and that whole Chicago big band sound. So like, I think that's why I liked it. But like, Secure was definitely the worst track on the album. I'm sorry, but like, how does someone single-handedly ruin 1, Travis, and 2, Nas? Like, that's so terrible. Like, Nas is not supposed to ever get touched like that. Like,
wait, so do you think it's the production that?
I think that no one can produce Travis. I don't think that anyone but Travis can produce Travis.
I agree with that.
Okay.
Like, even like everyone from Atlanta gets that. See like how he does whenever Travis jumps on a Quavo track, you'll see you'll see production credits to Travis, because Travis knows how he's supposed to sound and no one else can reproduce that.
I think on that though as well, I think Travis isn't massively amazing on features either.
Nah.
In general. I think it's only his own stuff where he really shines. But on that, you two didn't just say your first best and worst and yours as well.
Look, if I'm being honest, I didn't really give Khaled's album like a proper listen. I listened to it through once.
Well, it was too long. I think
it was way too long. It was way too long. So I wasn't gonna sit there for like kind of like over an hour, you know. Halfway through, it was kind of just a bit. But I like Wild Thoughts. I know that that's like the single, go-to track, but I thought it's actually really well done.
That's the first time I've liked this. That's the first time in a long time that I've liked a single. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the first single of the project has been like one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, that's
like
rare,
Wild Thoughts was actually really cool, and the sample from Maria, like that song is not a lot of song. Like it's a classic R&B song, and a lot of people would have thought to use it or thought to sample it. So like, although people are like, obviously all the old heads are like, nah, that's not the real song. Cool. But like the fact that you have to defend that song, the real song, it means that Khaled did something to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I think the reason why I like it so much, one was like it's a good sounding song, but I just love how it's very it's just such a danceable song, but in like a kind of that early 2000s sense. Like you're actually going to the party to have fun, not just to be cool.
Not like that kind of like Xanax kind of
vibe. Proper Xanax album to everything.
Like that's cool too, but I mean, it's just like this was actually felt kind of like
and that's
it was like a 90s throwback reminiscing thing. But like that's such a huge trend right now. That's my issue. Like throwing back to the 90s, if you look at anyone's Instagram, they're like, oh my gosh, this is my favorite song, like like throwing away, like trying to be like, I guess this nostalgia of like, oh, when music was good. So I guess like for him to revamp it was kind of, if you're looking at a marketing or business standpoint, he did it perfectly. But like that being said, at the same time, like I can't knock him for what he did. Like and Rihanna killed the vocals as well. Like Rihanna really did kill the vocals.
Thoughts on Bryson Tiller though? Look, I wasn't feeling his verse at first.
I think to be honest, I think he was an alright feature. I think Bryson Tiller tends to lack charisma a bit.
He does. He really does. I feel like Bryson Tiller's like, if you were at a party, you with your homies, like Bryson Tiller's the friend of yours who's like, all right, I'm gonna go get a drink, and then stands in the corner and like waits for you to come have conversation with him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I feel like Bryson Tiller's like. Like I don't feel like he's that person who's gonna like bring the energy to the party, but he's gonna like add energy to whatever's already there.
I think like on that analogy, not only is he the guy that kind of stands quietly in the party, but he's also the guy who like everyone in high school, he's so quiet and cool. Like he must have so much going on that you actually talk to. It's like there's nothing going on.
He's like dead boring. This guy's like, you ask him how school is, he's like good.
No, I reckon that sums up how I felt. Like, sorry, diverging real quick. That sums up how I felt about True to Self.
True. That's what I was saying.
I think it just said nothing.
It didn't say much to me. No.
Say anything.
Also, it did seem like I don't know. I think people like Bryson Tiller, and correct me if I'm wrong, like Bryson Tiller, Tory Lanez, and Drake all have the tendency to sound a bit whiny and sound a bit like, oh, you're not really getting over your problems. You're just dealing with the same shit over and over again. Like they have a tendency to be like
and
that.
For me, it's like listening to what was the first Trap Soul, right? And listening to this, I'm like, so you're like, you've grown as an artist. Obviously, you blew up. And you're still having the same issues with girls.
Exactly.
It's kind of like talk about something else.
Yeah, exactly.
Or at least put a different spin on it.
For Trap Soul, it made sense as well, because like he probably would have been going through that while making the album. But anyway, back to
DJ Khaled.
So what was your
favorite track? Probably Good Man.
Yeah.
Pusha T and
Jadakiss.
Yeah. Like I've only listened to it like a couple times, but like I think it was just the best, like, well put together song. It was just kind of like, you know, worst track. I don't know. Probably the other Travis Scott song, not Insecure.
It's the one with Big Sean on it, right?
Yeah.
That one was pretty trash, man.
It was too congested. You know what I mean?
Let me see which one that was.
Apparently, Big Sean took shots at Kendrick on that.
Yeah, apparently.
But they were weak shots.
They were such weak shots. Particularly for Sean. Like, this is the same dude who bodied Drake on the Control song, like on the Control verse, and like bodied Drake on what's the one with 2 Chainz?
What did he say?
All Me, who like bodied other artists' songs by himself, right? There's that same dude, and then you're gonna go on a DJ Khaled song, make shots at a person, and these shots are like just the lamest shots, the weakest shots.
I felt like they could have. They didn't have that direct vibe.
The song was on everything.
Yeah, on everything. It was so trash, and even like Travis's melody on that too. I feel like he was going for like a 90s call out, but like in an auto-tune way.
For me, the song sounded outdated to me. It sounded like something from like probably 2000, I'd say, 8 through 9 through 10.
It sounded like classic DJ Khaled. It sounded like when Khaled first came out. Like that Khaled, that's what it sounded like when Khaled was like wearing big chains and an all red suit and stuff. Like that Khaled needs to die. Sorry to DJ Khaled, but that Khaled needs to die.
Yeah, like that's...
because that Khaled had hits though. Like,
don't get me wrong. That Khaled had hits. Don't sleep on it. Like we were saying this before. I'm on one. It was a smash. I'll still listen to that song. All I do is win. T-Pain. But see, he had a whole different criteria of artists back then. I mean, for some reason, do you remember Ace Hood?
It's weird. Like he was transcended. He's transcended that time. Like,
he actually has.
He was like in the midst of those artists, and he's in the midst of like the new school now. So that's kind of actually like pretty.
Lil Wayne and Drake are the only 2 people that have carried over from that.
We were saying
that's actually like.
Actually, I never noticed that.
Nicki Minaj, but she's
But dude, like drawing that comparison, like honestly, I mean, just thinking about the XXL cover, like those guys, I think that proves that they're gonna be gone in like 5 years. They're not gonna be here because it's like
because wasn't Ace Hood on wasn't he on double XL?
I think he was.
I think he was on a double XL.
All of like Young Money.
09, I think.
None of Young Money. Or
I think the same one as B.O.B.
B.O.B. was on a double XL?
Yeah, he was. I forgot what year, but he was.
Strange Clouds, huh? Strange Cloud.
That was before Strange Cloud. I feel bad for him. Old B.O.B. He's whack. He is whack, but he.
No. Current B.O.B. is whack.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. His old.
But his old stuff, man, like there was a lot of potential. Like he could have been a current Andre 2000.
Stop singing the praises of B.O.B. I get it, okay? You like him. He's dead now. He's whack. But now, like, the DJ Khaled album, yeah, I don't know. There was a lot to be left to be desired, and also I feel like Khaled's part, like, he didn't produce that well. I don't think he produced it well to his heights. If Assad did executive produce, don't do that ever again, Khaled, please. If he did executive produce, that was trash.
I think it felt rushed.
Major key.
And I feel like he didn't take the time to refine it. Yeah. Even the whole fact that he put 22 tracks on there.
Yeah.
Like,
but that's always been Khaled's stick. Khaled has always put really large amounts of songs on his bills, like massive amounts of songs.
Which is kind of clever for him in a way. Like, from a musical project idea, it's not a good idea.
No.
But in terms of reaching a lot of people, and I like this song, no, I like this song, it's smart. However, he didn't do that as much with Major, because I thought Major Key was actually kind of a solid album.
Yeah.
Like, the first half of it was actually like quite good. The second half for me, not so much. But it was shorter. It seemed to kind of thematically match.
That's the thing. It's more cohesive.
It was more
this
cohesive.
This album doesn't feel cohesive. To me, it feels like a bunch of kind of rushed stuff he's had in the stash that he just kind of has to release now because of hype. You know.
We probably went way over time, so
probably.
We're just gonna wrap it up from here.
You know, subscribe,
like, Thanks for watching. Keep watching. Thanks for watching the first video. Expect more for us soon.
This isn't all of Bourne Bred, by the way.
It's not all of Bred. What about you just showed up? I hope you enjoyed it. Definitely watch for more in the future. Bourne Bred. Peace.